Oregon versus Ohio State. Now, Oregon, they've been the number one team in the country for over 2 months now. And while it's been fun to have the Oregon on a bye and have everybody else forget about the Ducks because a team like Ohio State out there has been bludgeoning the number three team in the SEC in Tennessee. Now, it's important to remember that the last time Oregon had a bye, they responded by running Washington off the field in the first half. And if you listen to all the people in the media and everything, oh, why is Oregon even showing up? Why? Why don't they just let Ohio State win? Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to beat the hell out of them like they did Tennessee, right? The number one team in the nation, the team that already beat Ohio State. Ohio State lost to Michigan already, but the team you doubt is Oregon. The team that the lines doubt is Oregon. Maybe listen, Ducks. Maybe you guys should just stay home. What is the point? Everybody knows Ohio State's going to win. Man, Dan Lanning is going to have a field day with that narrative. And you know that there's going to be a video coming out 2 days after the game that is going to shock the world again. Now, I can say, though, that Ohio State this time looks ready to play. They look hungry to play the Ducks because the last time they said that they still had Indiana and Michigan to get through and they didn't earn the right to play Oregon again in the Big Ten championship. But this time they did their work. And this game could have been a fun national championship and probably should be a national championship. And it's possible that the winner is favored the rest of the way going out. Ohio State missing a chance to beat Michigan is the reason that we're in this position in the college football playoff quarterfinals instead of in the finals. Now, I was at this game the first time around in Eugene when my Ducks won 32-31. And I don't think my Ducks played their A plus game. I thought they played their A minus B plus game. And they struggled to cover Jeremiah Smith. Will Howard completed 80% of his passes. He didn't throw a pick. Oh, excuse me. He didn't throw a pick that got called an interception. Excuse me. Trayvon Henderson averaged 9 yards a carry. Trayshawn Holden got himself ejected. And Oregon rolled out the kicker, Atticus Sappington, out twice from inside the 10-yard line. And Sappington missed his third kick. And at a minimum, I feel like this 1 point win could have been double digits. And then when you think about it, the quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, didn't even have a great day. And he missed a wide open touchdown to Evan Stewart as well. But Dan Lanning and company have to be grateful for a midseason test like that because they responded with 4 consecutive blowout wins, even on short rest, and have only surrendered 164 passing yards per game since giving up 326 to Will Howard. Now, for Ohio State, though, they have to be looking at this trip to the Rose Bowl as the difference maker. The number one yardage defense playing on a neutral site with friendly weather and coming off a college football playoff win where it didn't look like Tennessee even belonged in the same division, much less in the same field as them. Now, the Buckeyes might be about to overdose on some momentum. They've handled the loss of offensive lineman Josh Simmons, Seth McLaughlin, and Will Howard as the Buckeyes ranked fourth in the country in completion percentage. So why am I so confident, as you might ask? Why am I so confident that the Ducks will be able to pull this one away? This is about forward momentum, and Oregon doesn't give yards back on offense. If you look at the 11 games that Ohio State won this year, they averaged 7.6 tackles per loss and 3.5 sacks. And against Michigan, 3 tackles for loss and no sacks. And against Oregon, 2 tackles for loss and no sacks. But Oregon isn't going to put themselves in a situation where the Buckeyes pass rush is going to gain any confidence. They're going to be in favorable down and distant situations, and that is going to have the effect of keeping Ohio State's offense off the field as well. Now, the question is, and I told you guys that the national championship will be won by quarterbacks that can be trusted the most. And if you're asking me, who do I trust, Dylan Gabriel or Will Howard more? It is going to be Dylan Gabriel. He's played in big games and he's played his best in the biggest games of Oregon season this year. And for generally, he does not turn the ball over, whereas Will Howard has 4 turnovers in his last 3 games. So this game will be decided by, number one, it will be decided by quarterback play. But how will that quarterback play be decided? It will be which defensive line can get pressure. And if you're asking me whether Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimalau, who were highly rated recruits, good players, if I think that they will get more sacks, or Jordan Birch, Mateo Uiagalelei and company, will they get more sacks? I'll choose the latter. Hey, Ducks win in the Rose Bowl and head to the semifinals.